Okay, so I've just jet rodded the drain and actually cleared the initial blockage, and I'm working my way down now via the pan connector to the main toilet at the right side inside the home. Okay, so first junction at 0.3 of a metre, we are holding some gravel, which appears to have ingressed into the drain. I'm just going to work this gravel through. Okay, so the drain was holding gravel there, so I'm just going to work through again. I've just worked that as much of that gravel through as possible. The first junction appears okay, although there is still some gravel holding a little. The junction itself appears okay. I've jetted through and worked out as much as I possibly can. We have a junction here with a back inlet, which the rear of the junction is broken through. I uncovered this junction. It actually did have a cap on the top, but wasn't brought to surface. Its depth is only about 300 millimetres, so it's not all that deep. But I have uncovered and just moved the gravel away and scooped the gravel out of the junction so that I can work down and through it. Okay, so I'm just going to continue and work down through. Okay, so at the base of this junction there is gravel at the base of this junction. I'm just going to go and try and scoop as much of that gravel out so I can work through. I'm going to jet back and scoop gravel and see if I can work through from there. Okay, so I've just cleared and worked the gravel back further and scooped it away. So hopefully we can work around the section now. Hang on, I'll just clear a bit further. Okay, so I've just carefully worked around the actual drain here itself. I have a mixture of gravel here, but also what appears to be a root intrusion at this point. It looks like we've actually got roots ingressing into the drain at approximately 1 metre. Mixed with gravel. I'm just going to jet rod and work this through again further and then see if we can actually work into this point and hopefully past it. Okay, so actually I've just worked through that gravel section to 0.8 of a metre. Appears to be all okay. It looks like it was actually just backed up in the it was backed up in the actual line, just up the branch line to this junction. But I'm just going to work back up and through also. Okay, so I'm just worked back to 0.7 of a metre. We're just at the rear of the junction. The junction with the break through the back of it, and just here it's not totally clear, but we have actually got roots intruding at the base of this junction as well. So we would need to, as well as cutting out the back inlet and that junction, we would need to cut out the bend incorporated with this junction, possibly through to the branch junction, which is further along at 1 metre, which we'll go through to very shortly. Okay, so we have the third junction here at 1 metre. I'll just work around this. Okay, so I just carefully worked around that. It appears all okay. Okay, we are holding a little bit of gravel in the drain, which is understandable from the break from that back inlet. Okay, so this fourth junction appears all okay at 2.7 metres. Continuing to work through the drain. Okay, so fifth junction at 5.7 metres. The junction itself appears all okay. The drain did appear to be holding some water earlier on. I'll come back to that. First, I'd like to just work further along the drain and just see if there are any other issues apart from that sagging. I don't think that sagging, as far as I can tell, is contributing to the blockage. So I'll just continue to work through. So the sixth junction here at 11, it was at 11 metres, appears all okay. Okay, it appears that we're going underwater here at about 14 metres and there may be an issue further along. I'm just going to investigate this further. Okay, so at 13.8 metres, I've worked the jet roll through as far as I can. At 13.8, we appear to have a root intrusion here at a junction. I'm just going to sonlocate and see where this actually is. Okay, so looking from the road, we are approximately 2 metres to the left of the clothesline and 2 metres toward the front of the property from the clothesline, below a grass area, and we're at a depth of 92 centimetres. Okay, so we are 2 metres to the left of the clothesline if you're looking from the road, and 2 metres toward the front of the property. We're at a depth of 91 centimetres and we're below a grass area. Alright, so I've just worked past that junction, past that root intruded point. The drains are becoming quite difficult to work through now. We've got a lot of bends and junctions that we're working through. So I'll just have to work through slowly but surely. I'll probably stop the camera at this, the recording at this point, and just bring it back on in intervals as I work through. Okay, so I'm at 17.3 metres. Drain appears to be all okay at this point, and continue to work through. Okay, so I'm just at 17.3 metres here. I believe there's an inspection pipe connected to this at the rear, which I am picking would be the boundary inspection. I'm just going to double check and mark this location. We have a root intrusion here at this inspection junction, inspection pipe. Okay, so I've worked through in intervals again to 17.8 metres. We're inverting down now. Okay, so yes, I can see the light from the top of the inspection shaft. We're down at quite a depth, around 1.8 to 2 metres from a visual inspection. The back inlet to the boundary inspection shaft appears all okay. Okay, so I'm unable to work past this point from my existing location. I've just placed a torch down the inspection shaft and done a visual. The entire vertical section of the shaft appears completely clear, which ends the homeowner's jurisdiction. So from there it appears okay as far as I can see visually. Once it goes horizontal, that becomes then the council's jurisdiction. I've just worked back to this section which appeared to have a sag in it earlier on too. I believe there was just some paper or something holding in the line. There is a little bit of gravel here which should flush away, but apart from that the line actually appears okay. Yeah, it's just holding a tiny bit of water with that gravel, but that should clear. It's of little consequence, put it that way.